Hi survivors, it's me Preppers and reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. Please excuse the quality of the video. I'm coming out showing myself later on today, y'all. I know y'all be wanting to see me, but I want to talk to y'all about the crime that is surging like crazy in y'all's lame string media. They not going to cover it. You know why? They really don't want people to be knowing what's going on with this crime. So, unfortunately, a lot of people will succumb to it and be victims of it. Now, we see this surge of all these different people coming into the country, right? But even before then, well, this has been going on for the last couple of years since this administration been in office. But now we see it more than ever, and it's going to continue. But we already had crime with a lot of the people who were already here. Now we got more people coming, and a lot of these people, they can't accommodate all these people and give all these people help like that. I don't care what nobody's saying. So a lot of these people are going to have to try to survive however they got to survive. You know, we already see here in Texas a lot of stuff that's been going on with a lot of these people that's crossing the border. You know, in a lot of the news that's in Texas, y'all don't hear it in other places. But we've been dealing with this for a minute now. But now it's getting worse and worse, y'all. These people be hiding behind in people's backyard, all on folks' property. But anyway, I just want to talk about how bad the crime is. Now, a lot of these stores, y'all be careful when you go into these stores, and I'm telling myself the same. There are people who coming into these stores, they robbing these stores in daylight. They don't care. They coming out with weapons and everything. I told y'all how I was on public transportation out here, and people having like big backpacks and big bags and stuff, coming to find out they got guns. You know, in the state of Texas, most people have guns anyway. You know, we had an open carry out here, but most people, I'm talking about people who ain't not supposed to have them, people who are, you know, lawfully, legally have them. Just everybody pack guns. And so you just don't never know when you going out in public who gonna do what or what can transpire. We heard about what happened up there in New York with the guy on the subway, y'all. That was a mentally ill guy, and it's a Marine took him out. You know, it's people are losing their minds. It's so much going on out here. We're hearing about in a lot of these stores, not only with smashing and grabbing, how they are holding these stores up with guns. And just regular citizens, regular people are in these places at that time. We're hearing about how people are getting held up and stopped at their car, in their car, at red lights, and when they call themselves parking their vehicles, you know, like on the side of the road, or whether they going into a store or whether they going into a place of business or whatnot. They having people meeting them where they are, taking their cars from them. There's a lot of stuff people that they're not going to talk about it on the news because they don't want to cause mass hysteria and a frenzy out here. But it's really, really bad. And not only that, be careful walking places. Be careful on the public transportation. Man, it is awful out here. It's like we have to be strategic about every single move we make. People are hungry. People are desperate. They did all this stuff to us on purpose. They set us all up. They don't care. These are none but acts of the devil. Devil is relentless and heartless. They have no empathy for nothing or nobody. You see people just walking down the street. A lot of women got to be careful too. You know, rapes are up. It's like all these different things are really, really bad right now. They done shot up the prices on everything. People can't afford to eat. People can't afford to feed their families. People are losing their minds. Things are just not affordable in this system anymore. And if you have like a regular paying job, it's like good luck with that. It's really awful. That's why a lot of people are getting 2 and 3 jobs. And then that's exhausting themselves, you know, tiring a person out. Well, they can't really have enough for themselves because all of it really, if you really think about it, all of it really goes back into the system. Because the cost of everything is so crazy, especially the rent. The rent and the food are the rent and the food, those are the prices that are the highest right now. And the crazy thing is those are two of the main things that we need to survive as human beings. I mean, besides the word of God for me is number one, and then water for me is number two. But a lot of people, they eat 3 or 4 times a day, which I think is unnecessary. But, you know, the price of food is just so high. Rent is continuously going up. People cannot afford this. So people find themselves working like crazy, all just really basically to give it all back away. And then having to do it all over again. Because as soon as you get your check, it's gone. All this was by design. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly. But that's what's really going on. Y'all just have to know. We all just have to know. Crime is at an all-time high. And y'all, it's going to get worse out here, man. We have yet to see. The worst has yet to come. And I hate saying that, but I have to say that so we'll know and we'll be getting prepared and stay prepared to keep this stuff on our mind. It ain't nothing to play with out here no more. And these jobs don't have no problem giving people this little bitty money and working somebody to death, knowing people can't even afford to feed their families with this. Then you have a lot of jobs laying people off and firing people. Then you got this AI coming in taking people's jobs. Then you got all these people crossing the borders. They're going to be replacing a lot of people's jobs. So if you get money, you better do the right things with it. I always encourage y'all to get land. I'm telling you, get something that's a asset. That's an asset. Some gold, something. Because this is getting awful out here. It's horrifying. You don't know who to trust. You have stories of people on family members setting them up. People, church members setting them up. Everybody go to church ain't no saint. It's more satanic people in the church than it is anywhere. And they ain't no allegedly. Those are facts. We have to be careful with a lot of people these days and time. You got to be careful with your own pastors and who you following. A lot of these people, they're bringing in the same agendas as the G-O-V. I was surprised going to some of these churches and they telling people they got to go get that prick, you know, and they have to do certain things in order to get the food from the church. I was like, oh my. That used to be a place in the community where we all could go and, you know, and feel safe from the system. Not no more. It's all about money out here to people. People are doing whatever they can to get money. And these corporations and these banks are taking people money, allegedly. We see this system robbing people, taking people money. And then you see most people out here scrambling. Y'all, it's going to get worse out here. It's going to be like the Hunger Games. I'm telling you, because people, especially in this country, are not used to struggling in the ways that people are struggling now. And we have yet to see the worst of what's going to happen out here. Keep your head on a swivel out here. And that's including me. When I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. Watch how you spend your money out here. You only making $300 to $500 a week. You don't need to really be spending no money like that. You get the basic things you need. And I say that because that's what minimum wage is giving people all throughout America. Depending on how many hours you work. You know, you don't need to be overspending. And if the food is taking a lot of your money, you better cut down on that food. Try to eat 1 meal a day. And then try to eat beans and rice. Something that's not so expensive, but it's going to still sustain you. And grow your own food. You know. Cut back on some of these bills, especially the unnecessary ones. I don't see how people still eat that. Man, eating out is so expensive. It's so expensive, man. You can buy your bag of groceries with the money that you spend on one meal for eating out nowadays. I mean, they got it. I think the least I saw on the menu when my people took us out to eat, because I don't do it no more. I think the least amount, I think it was $21. And in some places, depending on the tax, by the time you finish paying the tax, it's about $25. And then they try to take out a tip. They try to include the tip in your fees. Oh man, it's crazy out here. By the time you finish spending paying for one meal, $25 to $30, you could give you a little bag of groceries. It might not be a lot, but it'll be enough. to last you for at least a week or some days or whatever, more than just, it's better than just eating that one meal that one time. And then you still got to eat for the rest of the week. Put that on some groceries. Cut back on these unnecessary bills. I'm telling y'all, you're going to be wishing you had them. You're going to be looking back and be like, man, where my money went? What happened? And looking at all that stuff you lied to eating and going to the concerts and doing all that. I'm not saying don't enjoy your life. I'm just saying you have to think about your future, especially right about now. And if we have children, you sure better think about you and your children's future. They ain't even asked to be here. And all this hell going on out here. I just wanted to put it on your mind, man. Crime is at an all-time high. It's really, really bad out here. And people are losing their mind. The mental illness is at an all-time high. You know, this inflation is at an all-time high. All these are ugly, bad agendas for us to lose and fail out here. So don't be that victim. You know, you got money coming in. Do the right things with your money and your time. Please follow me on Patreon for real, raw, uncut, unfiltered content. And if you're looking for land in bug-out areas in Texas, I do have some for sale and lease. And if you're looking for land in other places, I do have a service that'll help you and accommodate that. You can always email me at purposeand@gmail.com or go to purposeand.com. Please support the Allegedly and good luck with that t-shirts. All the proceeds go back into the channel. And thanks for all of you who do and who also support the website. And as always, wash the swirl, wash the weather, smell your water. Boil and purify your water before you before you use it. And just know that crime is at an all-time high. It's going to get worse. And protect yourself at all times. And keep surviving. Purposeand.com.